It's something different than any of us has really ever experienced. It's the supply's really tight, and it's gotten higher. As a matter of fact, we're temporarily out till probably the 1st of June, and the outlook for the next year or two is kind of more of the same. They're predicting next year's maybe even be a tighter supply. There'll be a little bit of milo yet, and mostly be foliar, and then we'll start shipping probably in July for this fall wheat. People are buying earlier this year than they have in the past, simply because they're aware that supplies are tight. I've been selling the low salt fertilizers like Nutriflow's Pure Grade for 29 years now, and early on foliar feeding, we always thought that if you had some poor soil or low fertility, that you could foliar feed and get a big increase in yield. And what we've really found out is really just the opposite. On medium to high testing fertility foliar application, you get a bigger increase there, simply because it speeds the metabolism of the plant up, which calls for it to pull more nutrients up through the root system, and that's where you really get your bigger increase in yield, as long as the fertility's there. All of our Nutriflow products come with what we call a trace mineral group, which would consist of sulfur, zinc, iron, manganese, calcium, and boron. And then if a soil test or a tissue test would call for any additional micronutrients, then we have them available to add in the product at whatever would be the recommendation. These are a low salt product. They're non-corrosive. They don't sold or settle out. Again, they're non-corrosive to this high-priced equipment, and they're actually made as an in-row starter. And the storability of them, they'll set in a tank for a year or two and not sold or settle out, where some of your acid fertilizers like 1034O settle out in the tank. They're hard to clean out, and so the handling characteristics of it are just so much better.